You may hear about Jiatping before, but do you know what is it? It is a transliteration of Cantonese. In Cantonese, we call it
粵拼
a short form of
粵語拼音
meaning Cantonese pronunciation.
粵
Is a short term of the province of Guangdong. Jiatping is composed of two parts. One is the pronunciation in alphabet and other is the tone in number. For example, Ping 3, we pronounce Ping at the third tone. Tell you a trick: if you are using Mac operating system, you can go to Setup, Accessibility, Speech, then select and download Xinji. It is a female voice of Cantonese text-to-speech. She can read Chinese characters and even Jiatping. It is only 90% correct though, is very useful for text reading and also good for learning Cantonese. If you've read Jiatping a lot, you may find that the tone is always from 1 to 6. Is this the reason some people say Cantonese has only 6 tones, not 9 tones? Let me use examples to illustrate the tone system. The most common used example is C.
C, 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 C.
You may think that there are only 6 tones, not 9 tones. You are right. The sound C has only 6 tones. Actually, as I know, no pronunciation in Cantonese can have the corresponding 9-tone Chinese characters. Let's say, min.
Mean, mean, mean.
Only the corresponding characters of tone 4, tone 5 and tone 6 can be found. We don't have the characters of tone 1, tone 2 and tone 3, though we can pronounce them. And you may ask if I can show you the other 3 tones. Yes, but before that I have to say that the English word tone is not exactly the same as
聲調
when we say Cantonese has 9.
聲調
We have to understand the tone system from Chinese point of view. Some people made a short form of
聲調
become a single character.
聲
So they say Cantonese has 9.
聲
Some people separated the term
聲調
into 2 single characters,
聲
and
調
try to realize these 2 words' meanings individually. Then they created the term 9
聲
and 6.
調
There is an English translation called 9 tones and 6 modes. Actually, I cannot understand why they translated
調
to be mode. I think it is because of this people started to say Cantonese has 9 tones and 6 modes, or simply only 6 tones. In order to understand the tone system, I read a lot of information on web, and I think it is better to treat
聲調
as a single concept. As said, the word tone is not 100% representing the meaning of
聲調
due to different cultural consideration. Therefore, we have to know the original idea of
聲調
the pronunciation without nasal like C can have up to 6 tones only. The pronunciation with nasal like M, N and NG can have up to 9 tones. But you are reminded that not all 9 tones have the corresponding characters. The last 3 tones we call them
入聲
Their tones are the same as tone 1, tone 3 and tone 6, but the sound is short and ends very suddenly. There is no
入聲
anymore in Mandarin. For example, the sound sin.
先閃先線線線
The 6 tones are the similar to C, and with the nasal we can have 3 more tones. N changes to T, and sin becomes sit. And we have
息息息
As said, their tones are the same as the tone 1, 3 and 6, so we only name them with the same tone number. If we read a pronunciation with T at the back, we know that it belongs to the last 3 tones.
息
Is the tone 7?
息
Is the tone 8?
息
Is the tone 9? We don't have tone 7
息
character, but the others are. In the same way, we change M to P and NG to K. For example, ham.
冚冚冚冚冚冚恰恰恰
And hong.
康康康康康康學學學面面面面面 面滅滅滅奄奄奄奄奄奄業業業因忍因人人人一一一聲醒聲醒醒醒息息息分粉分分粉粉忽忽忽
We can also use number to read the tones.
3、9、4、0、5、2、7、8、6
When you listen the examples above, can you find that there are any patterns? We can divide the 9 tones into 3 groups. They are
音平、音上、音去
means tone 1, 2 and 3,
陽平、陽上、陽去
means tone 4, 5 and 6,
音入、中入、陽入
means tone 7, 8 and 9. We just introduced the
入聲
and it can be divided into 3 tones finally according to their pitches. The other 6 tones can also be divided similarly. We can use a 5-note scale to represent the pitches of 9 tones. You can listen the first 3 tones have higher pitches and the second 3 tones are at low tone.
因忍因人人人一一一
In Chinese culture, there is a concept of yin-yang.
陰陽
It is similar to Wu-Xing
五行
that I introduced before. They are all related to Taoism, that is philosophy system in Chinese. They believe if there is black, there should be white also. The character
陰
means darkness, moon and female, while the character
陽
mean brightness, sun and male. Their meanings are totally opposite to each other. In this context, we can realize why the tones in
陰
group are higher than that in
陽
group because male voice is normally in lower pitch. From the 5-note scale, you may know the meanings of
平上去中
and.
入
The description in the brackets is my understanding of these words in this context. We use a pair of numbers to show the tone profile. You can listen another examples to get more feeling.
溫穩溫運運運屈壓屈看看看看看看喝喝喝信信信信信信率率率
The 5-note scale 1 to 5 is also known as do re mi fa sol or sol la ti do re, depending on which key we are using. From the 5-note scale, we know tone 4 is do, tone 6 is re, tone 3 is mi, tone 1 is sol. Listen the following examples with the notes.
運運運運
The first group, all words are flat, 1 1, 2 2, 3 3 and 5 5. The notes and the words are perfectly matched. The second group,
運運運運
the last 2 are 3 5 and 1 3. The notes and the words are also matched in this group because the pitch of the word is mainly determined by the tail tone. You can listen and follow the following examples.
看看看看看看看看是是是是是是是是
From the 5-note scale, we know tone 4 is do, tone 6 and tone 9 are A, tone 3, tone 5 and tone 6 are mi, tone 1, tone 2 and tone 7 are sol. Thus, from the musical point of view, Cantonese can be concluded to have 4 tones only. As a tonal language like Cantonese, lyric writing is a challenge task because there is a paraphonic issue we need to take care. If we miss the paraphonic issue when writing lyrics, it may make a big difference in the meaning. For example, in Hong Kong churches, Christian is used to singing the hymns that were written in Mandarin few decades ago. When singing, some of the words listen very weird because they do not match with the notes. The worst case is the word Lord,
主
in Cantonese. Sometimes it is sung like pig,
豬
in Cantonese. That's very horrible. Cantonese songs, or say cantopop, have no such issue because lyric writers are very professional, good at Cantonese and full of musical sense. Cantopop was very popular in 70s to 90s of the last century in Chinese people community of the world. Nowadays, most of the old lyric writers have retired or passed away, and cantopop has lost its momentum, so it is not as brilliant as before. Finally, I would like to introduce you the natural tone tuning method. It is a common used method to help people get used to the 9 tones. You can follow 3 sequences below and practice them like singing a song. Then you will get more feeling and the sense of Cantonese tones. For example,
C, 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 sick. C, 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 sick. C, 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 sick.
because C has no tone 7 to 9, you can borrow sick tone to complete the song. See another example.
Hon, hon, hon. Hon, 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 hot. Hon, 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 hot.
You can also skip tone reading if the actual word doesn't exist. If you follow the method above, you will easily speak right tones when you are talking in Cantonese. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you next time.